Spencer Bakuli over at Bounding Into Comics wrote an article given Kotaku's review of Final Fantasy XVI. And in that review, they accidentally reveal the most inhuman, and to say the least, a very worrying belief in the woke ideology. Hello again, this is Heretic Prince. Keep an eye out on our would-be moral authority in video games, watching those who claim to be our betters and who are smarter than us and just straight out good people where the rest of us need to get on their level. But slowly, if you pay attention and look at the words that they choose, their ill intentions become clear. In this part of Bounding Into Comics article, they say as follows: bearers are people unlucky enough to have been randomly born with magic. And because just about everyone in the game's world is white, most bearers are too. The way the bearers serve as a kind of commentary on real-world systems of oppression is obvious. But at the same time, the overwhelming whiteness of the game's world does make it feel somewhat detached from any such real-world concerns. Now, whenever I read this, my eyes bugged out and I thought, Spencer, are you twisting their words? Are you taking things out of context? I don't think he would do that. Here those very words are, on Kotaku's review of a video game. Mind you, this is a video game review. And they are stating this. What are they stating? What they're saying is that in a world where everybody is practically the same skin tone, and that skin tone just so happens to be a paler skin tone. Remember, this world is not Earth. How their biology works could be completely different from the way ours does. Like, obviously, in this Final Fantasy world, these white people have magic, or at least some of them do. The closest thing that we have to that on Earth is white people's privilege, and they're only the same because they don't exist. To get direct to the point, they're saying here that a white person, even on a world full of white people, and there's a reason to differentiate them, such as they have magic and others don't, still can't be oppressed. They have no empathy for a character of light skin who is being oppressed. Or at least oppressed by, say, a normal person's definition, but not a woke cultist. You see, what you have to take from this is the word oppression has completely morphed into something else in their lexicon, in their definition. They have been instructed to believe that white people cannot be oppressed. So no matter what you do to them, they're still not being oppressed, because white people can't be oppressed. You know what kind of people cannot be oppressed? People who aren't people. That's it. Unfortunately, I'm not playing the game because it's only out on console and I'm not a plebeian. But from reading the articles, I can tell that these bearers, these people who have magic, are not treated very kindly. But they have a light skin tone, so fuck them, right? But that should tell you everything you need to know about our empathetic and magnanimous moral superiority. Those who sit on high and dare to lecture us on how to be good people. I know I'm going to catch flack for saying this, but it's a lot like the whole idea that you can't be racist towards white people. Why can't you be racist towards white people? Well, because they're white, duh. I mean, this game is really pulling out a lot of how sinister the ideology is. I'm also going to include a link to Bounding Into Comics article here because there's a lot of tidbits in here that are really good. Like, here's a word to look out for whenever you hear a word, when you can't hear them, whenever you see a woke article. This word right here, coded. Listen to the sentence. The game's someplace republic admittedly is coded as Middle Eastern. That word, the way that they use it, like they'll say that a character is coded as gay or a character is coded as trans. What they're saying is stereotypically. That's the word they want to use. They are literally regressing to the point to where they want to bring stereotypes back. But they can't call it stereotypes. Because in the early 2000s, their big argument was fighting against stereotypes. So now they want to bring them back, but they're giving it a new word, coded.
I think you're what I marched against back in college.
Thank you for listening. Once again, this is Heretic Prince. If you like what you heard, please consider giving a like and possibly even subscribing. I do apologize, I don't exactly have a consistent upload schedule. I tend to do these as I got time or if I see something that I find really interesting. That said, you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you at the next video.